What's up, guys? In this video, I'm going over this song, Stop the War, Latin version by the artist K-Rex. These are the last 4 weeks, 28 days, past 28 days of a campaign I ran for this artist. The budget was around $15 a day, $400 budget we spent in that 28-day period, and these are the results. 7,600 streams, 3,600 listeners, 2.1 streams per listener. This is a good number, especially because he got some algorithmic push from radio and release radar. Playlist ads 462 and 769 for saves. So that's pretty much the gist of what he gained in the first 4 weeks. I'm making this video a few days after, but this was the first day, 79, 28, 110, and as you saw, Thursday, that first Friday, he got a boost 647, and it was pretty consistent ever since, and been good. 183 playlist ads the last 28 days, and these are the numbers that I was mentioning. So his release radar, he got 2,260, and the radio, we got 674. The first week, I just ran his song from the landing page to his song. After that, I had him create a just K-Rex playlist, which only has his catalog. He's only come out with a handful of songs, but I put that song on top. And then in the second week, I started pushing people to this playlist. And if we open it up real quick, I can just show you. He's changed it now, but this playlist had Stop the War on top. Like I said, he's only come out with 7 tracks. And I was just feeding people to this playlist so he would get additional streams to his catalog. It's a great technique to do if you have already a few songs. You can even do this with just 2-3 songs. You actually could. It wouldn't hurt you, but you would get at least people listening to your catalog. The more songs you have, the better, because the more streams you're going to get and more people are going to discover to see if they like your music or not. So if I go down to this Just K-Rex playlist, this is what happened. So within that 28-day period, 917, Mr. Moon, Louisiana, all these other were additional streams that he got, which accumulated an additional 2,658 streams for his catalog and other songs. So people were discovering more than one song. Again, it's a great technique. I like this technique better actually than making a playlist with mixed artists. I'm just a fan of just pushing your music out as 100% as much as possible. And some people like mixing it up and curating their own playlists. I've done that, and I might do another video on that of my opinion on that. It's kind of mixed feelings on it. Since I've been doing it for the last 6 months, I've been experimenting. I like this way, pushing your song to promoting a song and pushing it to your whole catalog. And this is a quick look of the country list of Stop the War. United States on top, France, Germany, Mexico, Brazil, Turkey, Spain. A good list in 86 countries. So I'm going to go into the ad real quick and I'll actually show you exactly what I did. So as you can see, September 5th to October 3rd is the ad. The cost per result was pretty damn good. It's 24 cents. We spent a total of $419. I set up 5 different ad sets. I put the campaign budget feature on and let Facebook do its work. This PR campaign right here did the best. I actually didn't need to modify after that. Everything actually went very smoothly for this ad. The results always stayed around the 20-cent mark and every day. So it was a set it and a forget it. Obviously, in most cases, it's not always like this, but in this case, it worked out perfectly. People liked the song, they liked the ad, and everything worked really well. So the country list, it was a tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 combination. So it was a tier 3, which had all the countries together and only shooting to Instagram. So the top country was Mexico. Second country was United States, Brazil, Turkey, Colombia, France, Japan, Canada, Hungary, Argentina, Poland, Germany, and UC, and so on. I don't mind Mexico being on top here because United States was just under. And when you just target Instagram, US should be in the top 5. If it isn't, then you should adjust the country list a little bit more. And like I said, I only shot to Instagram, so these are the placements. 1,500 of the results at a 23-cent cost per result went to Instagram Reels, and Instagram feed was right after that. Majority of the budget was sent to the Reels. So I'll do a quick review now of how I set up the ad. Basically, you're just going to you're going to create campaign. You're going to hit engagement. You're going to hit continue, and then you're always going to do manual placements. Hit continue. I'm going to go in his ad, and I'll show you exactly how I set up his ad. So first, you're going to have your campaign name. So you're going to just name your campaign name. And this is what I mentioned. I put campaign budget feature on. It's a budget strategy. They've changed the name of this several times over the past couple of years, but now it's called campaign budget. It used to be advantage campaign, optimization, campaign optimization. And basically, like you saw, I set up 5 ads and I wanted to test them all, but I didn't want to set individual ads for each one. So what I did is you set up 5 ads or 4 ads or 3 ads or 2, whatever. You have to spend a certain amount of money you can't run like test out 10 different ads and only spend $5. It won't let you do that. So depending how large your budget is, you could test out more ads at once. It's a feature they actually changed. It wasn't always like that. But anyways, you hit campaign budget feature on, and Facebook should determine which ad is performing the best. It won't spend more than your allocated budget for your daily budget, whatever it is. This was $15 in this case, and it should choose the right one, the highest performing ad, and not spend more than that $15 a day. And you let it run for a couple days, few days, however how long, and you should see which ones are performing best and gradually turn off the low performing ads. And then eventually you should just have one ad running. You could after that, you could change the ad set budget, but you don't need to touch it since you only have one ad going. You set up your daily budget, and then you're going to hit next. In the second page, the ad set name page, you're going to title it as usual. The conversion location is going to be website. Performance goal should say this. You shouldn't change it. Data set is your pixel, your appropriate pixel. Conversion event is always going to be view content. And then your scroll down, that would be it for that. And then you're going to go to your locations. Like I said, I did a tier 1 through tier 3, so it has all these countries in here. I'll put the country list in the description below, so if you wanted to copy and paste that, you can. Age range, I did 1848 for this one, and all I did for the detail targeting was pop rock, since it is a rock song. Unfortunately, Facebook updated some more features to make work for the independent artist more difficult. They got rid of the niche targeting. Like certain artists you can't target anymore. You can't even target jam band. You can't target like, let me just go in here. You can't target jam band. Doesn't even pop up. You have to target rock music. Americana maybe. Doesn't come up. It wants you to put folk music. So Facebook got rid of all these niche targeting, which sucks for the independent artists. So we have to do these general genre targeting, which could hurt us in the end. And I've noticed that with running ads, sometimes it does make it more difficult. It sucks, but they did it. You just got to work around it and find which works if you're using genres. Unfortunately, a lot of artists are not on here anymore. They took them off. I don't know why, for whatever reason. It's ridiculous, but we'll move on. After you have your targeting, your gender, your age, you're going to move down to placements. There's going to be a feature where it says what kind of placements, and you always want to do manual placements. And we go down here. Like I said, I only did Instagram feed, Instagram explore home, Instagram stories, Instagram reels. That is it. Then you go to bottom right corner and hit next. Again, you're going to have the ad name, so title it. Your identity, you're going to put your appropriate Facebook pages and Instagram pages. And then you're going to upload a video wherever you can find where it says creative. In this, since I already set it up, it already says edit media, but you should see a feature where it says add media, add creative. You're going to add your video. This is the video I created for his ad. You can see on the right hand side. You can check that out for a little bit. Abstract. Always, for me, how I run the ads, I always do something kind of animated. Uh, Abstract editing, quick editing, something to stop the viewer from scrolling, especially if they're in Reels. They're scrolling so much, so quickly. You only have 1-2 seconds to stop them. Align that with the music, and hopefully you get some good results. And then where you send them, since it's view content, you're going to send them to a landing page. I use Submit Hub. And when they see the ad, they're going to click on Listen Now when they see your ad. And this is the landing page that should pop up. And then you click whichever, and it'll go toward the appropriate streaming service. Don't forget to put the primary text. This is your selling point. What I found out is people don't even really read it. You know, I always put the title and the artist name in the description, but I can't tell you how many more times people write in the comments, what is the title of the song? So when you have your ad running and you know which one you have on, my recommendation is comment on your own post with a title and name in your comments. So your artist name and your song name in the first comment. That's the best way to do it. Up here, you can write something. Honestly, it doesn't really matter what I've noticed. I've left it just the song title and Listen Now, and the results were no different. I've actually put out great detailed descriptions and it didn't matter. So this is really up to you. I think you should write something. I'm always a fan of that. So just put something there. Headline, I always do this consistently, artist name and title of the song. And then call to action. Never forget this part. Listen now. As you see on the right, the ad says listen now. So make sure you don't forget to put listen now. It always by default will say learn more. And that is it. You go to bottom right hand corner and you publish it. And wham bam, thank you, ma'am. That is how you set up your ad. One more thing. The great thing about this, since like I said, we're a couple days over the 28-day period, and he's still getting released radar. This is yesterday after the 28-day period, which is good sign the song is performing well. Like I mentioned, we spent $15 a day. I've scaled down to $5 now for the next couple weeks, but he wants to turn off the ad. So this is my experience, and take it with a grain of salt. Is what I've noticed last year or so, you have to spend more, unfortunately, to hit these algorithmic pushes. It used to be I could spend $300-$400 and get major boosts. I've noticed doing multiple ads, multiple songs, that isn't the case anymore. I don't know why. They must have changed something, Spotify, but it's more difficult to get those bigger pushes. So I recommend now, if you're going to promote a song, don't set it as a 4-week campaign. Set it as an 8-week campaign or even 12-week campaign. So you could elongate it, and it gives you your chances of getting more push from Spotify and more help. And you don't need to focus on releasing so much music out, versus you can focus on one song and dedicate it for a few months and see where it goes. That would be my recommendation and what I've learned over the last few years. But that's it for the video. If you have any questions, comments, anything at all, you can leave in the comment section and I will get to it. If not, thank you for watching this one. I hope it helps you out. Good luck with the music.